Beware of labelling this game a dress rehearsal. Yes, Milan meet Bologna in Rome on Wednesday with the Coppa Italia on the line, but there are still vital points up for grabs in Serie A this evening. Bologna are pursuing a second straight season in the Champions League, while Milan could pull to within just 2 points of the Rossoblu with victory here tonight. A big game then on this Friday evening to open up matchday 36 in Serie A. It's Milan-Bologna. Still plenty of interest in Milan's Serie A season, despite them being underwhelming, down in 9th position. Shows the high standards that this club have, that if they're enjoying a poor season in Serie A and Bologna are once again outperforming expectations, there are only 5 points between them ahead of kickoff. Sergio Conceição makes just one change to the 11 that won at Genoa on Monday. Fofana came off injured in that match, and the man who replaced him, Rafael Leão, is now suspended, hence why João Felix is handed an opportunity from the start. Luka Jovic once again leads the line. Tammy Abraham, though, is on the bench, so too Santi Gimenez. Well, the upshot of Leão being suspended is he will be absolutely raring to go at the Stadio Olimpico on Wednesday when these two teams contest the Coppa Italia final. But he remains Milan's biggest match winner, their most potent weapon. And there will be a little less threatening without him, despite still possessing several threats in the side. Lorenzo De Silvestri is getting very close to a colossal milestone. This is game 449 in Serie A tonight. Mike Maignan installed as skipper by Conceição. 5 alterations for Bologna from their draw against Juventus. In come Erlich and Liko Yanis at the back, Moro in midfield, and Dominguez and Pobega further forward. The latter starts against his parent club. Santiago Castro still not fit enough to start. Thijs Dallinga has done very well in his stead. If you're wondering who Harlow is, that's Christian Pulisic's mother. The Milan players tonight will be wearing the surnames of the women that brought them into this world. Lovely tribute from Milan. They did so last year ahead of their 5-1 win over Cagliari. They'll do so this year too. La Festa della Mamma, Mother's Day, will be celebrated here in Italy on Sunday, the 11th of May. The first of 2 instalments of Milan against Bologna in the space of 5 days. This one is worth 3 points in Serie A. Wednesday's edition will see a trophy contested. Milan already have 1 piece of silverware this season under Sergio Conceição. Best they can hope for now in Serie A is to win their 3 remaining matches beginning tonight, to give themselves the best possible chances, finishing as high as possible. As for Bologna, last year, record points tally of 68 en route to a 5th place finish and Champions League football. 2 more wins between now and the end of the season would see them match that tally and would probably be sufficient, you would think, to get them back at Europe's top table. Big responsibility tonight for Martin Erlich on the ball here. Has not played too much football. Berkema and Lukumi is the first choice pairing. The Colombian rested tonight. De Silvestri playing again means we'll probably see Calabria in the Cup on Wednesday. Bit of a mismatch in the air there between Alex Gimenez and Benja Dominguez, albeit the latter has charged it down, and the spin keeps it in play. Dominguez. The watchful eye there of Tomori defensively. Pulisic able to shepherd it into touch. Joao Felix, nicely done for Pulisic. He's got there ahead of Berkema, still Christian Pulisic. And here he is again. It was Lico-Yanis with the block. Alex Gimenez, Theo Hernandez. Wonderful work from the left back there, Haralampos Lico-Yanis. Great evidence though of Pulisic's pace and what Joao Felix can do with those one-touch layoffs. Alex Gimenez. Chow. Loftus-Cheek. Gimenez surging inside. That's a clever ball for Theo. Joao Felix away from Freuler. Still Joao Felix. It's deflected. It could have easily gone in. It is just a corner, but he's looking lively tonight. There is no purchase option for Milan, even if they wanted there to be one. But Joao Felix be looking to impress his parent club Chelsea, be looking to impress other suitors ahead of the summer, and also leave Milan fans with some fond memories of him. Skorupski might have saved it, we'll never know. Lico-Yanis showed great defensive instincts, though, to keep it out. Theo Hernandez with the corner. Skorupski misjudged it, and Jovic nearly scored. No foul on De Silvestri, nor on the goalkeeper. Jovic will be rueful that he hasn't got enough purchase on that, because Skorupski left the goal vacant, claiming that he was being impeded. Now Dalinga, they've let him turn. Dominguez up against Chow. Benhad Dominguez. Maignan did well, not only to make the save, but to push it away from danger. It's the closest we've come to a goal, at least from a Bologna perspective. Good hit from the young Argentine, and Maignan was pretty much at full stretch. Might have seen it late as well, as it brushed past Loftus-Cheek. Moro stepping away from Pulisic and feeding it through for Lico-Yanis. Maignan's gone back home to make the save. Lico-Yanis picks his head up. This is Orsolini, went for goal. Could he have cushioned it back towards Dalinga, but Bologna don't score many goals in the opening 15 minutes. Tend to work up to top speed. Pobega, here's Orsolini. It may have just bobbled, but that is a chance ordinarily he would have gobbled up. Three minutes it is, though. Lico-Yanis again allowed to cross. Pobega's header, and Maignan wasn't sure. His body language betrayed the fact that he was hoping that that would miss the target. Two teams that aren't giving much away ahead of their meeting on Wednesday with a trophy on the line. But Bologna can ill afford more drop points tonight if they want to qualify for next season's Champions League. Two draws coming into this evening's match, and no way through thus far. Orsolini blazing over. Milan went close through Pulisic, who was denied by Lico-Yanis, but half-time score at San Siro. Milan 0, Bologna 0. Bologna are 45 minutes away from 3 straight draws at the worst possible time in their pursuit of Champions League football. Milan have won 3 in a row across all competitions, but they're yet to record 3 consecutive league wins under Conceição. That was a statistic they were hoping to change tonight. We'll need a goal from one of these 2 teams in the second half if we are to get a result. If it were to finish goalless on Wednesday after 90 minutes, we would go to extra time. That's a great ball from Jovic, unless Gimenez can meet it, and he could. Chow's lost the ball. Gimenez retrieves. Pulisic. Gabbia. Chow. Pulisic fortunate to get the decision there, otherwise De Silvestri tosses it forward, flicked on by Dalinga into the path of Orsolini. He's running at Pavlovic. Orsolini! He's having the best season of his career, and you can add a goal at San Siro to an already stunning campaign. Just 4 minutes into the second half, Bologna's top scorer takes charge. Pretty direct from Bologna, excellent flick on by Dalinga, and you just sense that Orsolini had the beating of Pavlovic. The drop of the shoulder, the check inside, and then the fizzed finish into the corner past Maignan. The goalkeeper blameless, Orsolini brilliant. So after Bologna's 3-man substitution, Milan do likewise. Pavlovic, Alex Gimenez and Luka Jovic all coming off. Santi Gimenez will go and lead the line. Walker will play in a back 3, which he's more than capable of doing, and Chukwueze to provide a bit more unpredictability perhaps in the final third. Joao Felix able to gather it. Now it's through for Santi Gimenez, who's got there as well. Was he caught by Lukumi? Joao Felix fluffs the finish. Strange scenario there. Lukumi seemed to be favourite to get to the ball first. Then Santi Gimenez was the wrong side of the last defender. That's when he went down, the Mexico man. Pulisic now. Joao Felix. Chukwueze can square it for Gimenez. It's broken for Pulisic. Here is Santi Gimenez. And just minutes after coming off the bench, the big money signing from January has Milan back on level terms. Just minutes ago he was asking for a penalty, but now he celebrates the equaliser. And he seems to be hitting red-hot form at the business end of the season. Chukwueze clearly onside. It was a 2v1. Lukumi had to gamble. He couldn't cut out the pass. And it's De Silvestri playing Santi Gimenez on in the end. Very intelligent, just to guide it through the legs of Skorupski. And having struck late on against Venezia to seal all 3 points, this gives Milan a platform to go on and win the game. Santi Gimenez is in the clear once again here, and he's got another one, but this time he's denied by the flag. And this was Gimenez when he put the ball in the net for a second time. He was patently offside. Chukwueze, that's excellent wing play. He's made a difference. That's a good ball. João Felix and Pulisic! Wrong foot Skorupski. How many times have they done that this season, Milan? Trailing by a goal, they've turned the game around. They did it on Monday, they've done it on Friday. And Christian Pulisic with yet another goal this season. Route one from Maignan. Chukwueze did really well. There was an element of good fortune about the way the ball broke to Pulisic, but he didn't pass up the opportunity. João Felix with the block shot, and that's where it broke between the two defenders. And all Pulisic had to do was slot it into the corner. Bit laboured, this ball possession from Bologna. El Azuzi. That's better, they can deliver from there. In comes the cross. And here's Cambiaghi. Maignan keeps it out at his near post. What a chance for Bologna. That would have been a 90th minute equaliser. It's too much for some to take. Ebish's ball in. Pulisic, there is a chance for Milan to kill it off here. They've got a huge overload. Chukwueze leading the charge. Still Chukwueze. Pass doesn't come. Now it's Santi Gimenez back inside. He's got two. And Milan have got all 3 points. It hasn't all been plain sailing for Santi Gimenez, but very encouraging signs of things to come as he kills off Bologna tonight. Had just 4 goals for the Rossoneri before tonight. It's now up to half a dozen. Chukwueze seemed to have delayed too long, but eventually found Santi Gimenez. And he showed great poise just to step inside from De Silvestri. And evidence that he's comfortable on either foot as he found the corner. Is he going to be their 20-goal a season man next term? Another Milan comeback in a season full of them. The Rossoneri able to react after falling behind to a brilliant goal from Orsolini. A Pulisic goal sandwiched in between. A first brace for the club for Santi Gimenez. Starting to deliver on his promise and on his big transfer fee. 4 straight wins now for the Rossoneri. 3 on the bounce in Serie A. As for Bologna, their Champions League dreams might be dashed. They have the Coppa Italia to play for, and against the same opposition on Wednesday. It ends here, though, in Serie A. Milan 3, Bologna 1.